Softail oil cooler. Gets dirty, can get damaged. Let's try and fix that. Catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. Hope you're enjoying the channel and the series of videos. Please like, share, subscribe, leave loads of comments below. Check out the website RevelatorAlf.com. So here I'm with my Sport Glide, as you know, and on the Softail range from Harley Davidson. And they've got the oil cooler for the MA engine at the front, all fine and dandy. The problem is, as you can see, my bike is a little bit dirty now, but it gets caked in mud or road grime, and any kind of rocks or pebbles can just flick up and damage the oil cooler itself, or it gets covered in mud and then that reduces the cooling capability of it. So what we're going to do, what we're going to fix, well, basically we're going to find a way to put a grill on top of this, on top of the front facing here, that will act as another barrier to stop any major debris actually getting onto the cooler, but still allow airflow onto it. Right, so all we need to do is give this a wash first of all, wash it all off, take off the front plate here by undoing that. This will slip off. Then we're going to get a bit of metal mesh and stick it in there. I'll tell you how to do that now. Okay, so if we look at here and take a closer inspection, you can already see that a lot of the paint is being worn away here. And also there's already a couple of dinks in the fins as well. So this is why this is a really good fix for you to help prevent that. So what I'm going to do, let this dry off. Take it all off. I'm going to add a bit of heat resistant spray paint onto the oil cooler. You can just get some radiator paint, and I'm just going to fix up that scratch paint on there, and then we're going to make the mesh. Right. Okay, so to undo the front here, all you need to do is get a T27 Torx bit and just undo it. Let's do that. And then simply remove the cover. And give it a good inspection on the inside and also the rest of the cooler. So basically all I'm going to do is make a mesh that will go on here and then glue it into there with some heat resistant silicone, and that's it. So I'm going to make a template for that and then put it back on. Simples. Okay, so with the facing off now, basically I'm just going to make a template here, and that will fit round in here like that. And then that template I'm going to put on the website as well, on the Harley Parley page and on the resources page as well, so you can freely download and make one of these yourself. Right, let me do that now. Okay, now I've made the crease marks, now I'm just going to cut it out. Okay, so I've got the template all cut out now, so you can see you've got the recesses there for the rubber bungs there, and you also got the cutout there for the fixing hole. So if you look on the side now, you can see that actually the grill or the mesh will actually come very close to the actual facing plate and not actually be stuck on the oil cooler itself. So you still got a little bit of a gap there. Right, let's see about cutting this out now. Okay, so this is a wire mesh that I've got. Now I got this from sort of hardware store here in the UK, but you can pick them up anywhere. You kind of want a fine mesh, but not too fine, because you still have to let that airflow come through. You can get something a little bit bigger that will stop all the bigger rocks or pebbles from hitting it, but I've gone for this fine mesh as well. Really is up to you how much you want to go, but say bigger in many ways is a little bit better than too small, which will stop the airflow, so bear that in mind. So now it's just about putting the template on the mesh, drawing around it as best you can, and then cutting it out. Okay, so you can see there, that's the basic outline. Now you just need to go over it a little bit. And what you find is that you need to cut on the inside of the line, Otherwise, if you cut on the outside line, it's going to be a bit too big from the template. Just cut on the inside of the line slightly, and that'll give you just a little bit of extra room to put the wire mesh inside the frame. Okay, let me do that now. Okay, so that's it, that's all cut out. It's a little bit cumbersome. So you can do it with scissors, some heavy duty scissors. You could do it with an angle grinder, I'm sure, but it's thin enough, the mesh, to do it with some just normal scissors. Okay, so now you test fit the mesh onto the frame itself, and you may have to trim it up just a little bit just to get it to fit properly. So you can see right here, I just need to trim up a little bit more. There we go, it's on there fine, and as you can see at the front there, when it's all in place, it'll be right up next to the frame itself. Right, let's get this painted and then we'll talk about getting it stuck on. Okay, so the next thing to do is just spray it up a little bit. Now I've got this heat resistant spray that you can use on barbecues and things like that. You can use metal anti-corrosive spray like what we're using here in the UK called a Hammerite or something like that. But say, personally I prefer something that's got a bit of temperature resistance. Maybe just use some radiator spray. Anyway, I'm just going to spray it on the one side and then spray it on the other. I like matte black, so that's the colour I'm choosing, but you can choose anything you want: pink, orange, grey, whatever, up to you. Right, let that go off again and then flip it over and do the other side. Obviously try and do it in a well ventilated room, not like me. Okay, flip it over, do the other side. Right, just let that cure off now. Okay, so now it's cured off a little bit. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put it inside here. Now you could, I suppose, just insert the mesh in there, tighten everything up, but the chances are you might have a little bit of rattling, a little bit of movement in there. So what I would suggest you do, you get some heat proof or heat resistant silicone and just put a few dabs in there, and this will sort this out. Now I must say at this stage, a big thank you to my mate Dave. Yeah, everybody needs a mate called Dave, who actually told me about this and what he'd done on his bike, and I thought, you know what, let me do this, let me make a video and put a template for all you guys, so you can easily do this yourself. So thanks for Dave to actually let me know how he did it on his. There you go. Right, so this is the stuff that I got. It's resistant up to 1200 degrees Celsius. I mean, it's the kind of stuff that kitchen fitters or fireplace fitters would use. It's overkill, I know, but at least it's heat resistant. That's the main thing. And all I need to do is just put a few dabs along here, settle that in there. Bob's your uncle. Right, let's do that. Yeah, as you can see, I put quite a bit on. Overkill? Yes, probably. But you know what? Why not? Right, okay, the next thing is then to put this on. Right, and just make sure that it's the right way up. Push that down there. Okay, so what I've found, you just need to cut a little bit more around the hole, and that will make it fit better all around. There we go, that fits a lot better. Now obviously when this is actually put up against the frame, this is going to compress this down as well. And what you're going to get is that just looking there. So you just need to clean it up now a little bit and then be good to go. Right, now it's all on there. Now I just need to put this back on the bike. Right, there you go, that's it, that's the mesh installed, and it's looking mighty fine, I must say. You know, I mean, I do like this sort of matte black finish on it anyway, but say it's up to you what kind of colour you want. and also what grade mesh you want as well. But I say I wouldn't go any smaller than that really. You want it still let the airflow go through. How much should this cost? Well, the template on the website will be absolutely free, of course. That's no issue there at all, and that will just help you out. I'll adjust it a little bit just to make way for the space on the hole there for the screw to fit back on. But actually, I paid about £35 in total for everything, because actually I didn't have any of the materials. The mesh I got from a DIY place, that cost £15, quite a lot of money actually. The heat resistant spray paint, I usually have some here, but I'd already run out of it, so I had to go and buy some of that. And the heat resistant silicone, I've never really used that before, never needed it before, so that cost. But obviously if you know people in the trade, you get this stuff for free. So it may cost you hardly anything at all, or it may cost you at most £30, £35, $40, $50 for all the materials. I know you can get other facings here from, I believe, Kuriakin or whoever, that actually have a whole cover here with slats. Now personally I'm not so keen on it myself, and I'm not so sure that the debris won't still get in there, and it's still going to be dirty behind it as well. This way, for me, it's a lot cleaner look, and you can still see whether your oil cooler needs cleaning, so on and so forth. Anyway, hope this helps. It gives you an idea also too. But again, once again, thanks very much to Dave who told me about this. And well, please like, share, subscribe, leave loads of comments below. Let me know what you think, and catch out the website RevelatorAlf.com, and go and check out the template for this as well. Catch you again. Ta-ra.